This week on Legacy Trails, the Hortons hunt late season ducks in the icy waters of the bayou.
Kill him, Zach.
Good job, boys.
Good dog, good dog, good dog.
Welcome to Legacy Trails.
He is an absolute giant.
Isn't he beautiful? My goodness.
River, this is what Legacy Trails is all about. Being out with your family.
Knocked off both sets of
Have a
horn.
great day, Dad. Love you.
4 eye guards on this one side right
I'm
here.
so excited, I can barely talk.
I wasn't here for probably 15 seconds and I just dropped him in his tracks.
I got to shoot.
Best one I've ever been on so far, I think. Bust me into the coyote.
Oh, that is an awesome gobbler. Way to go.
Yes! I just smoked a big giant
Just got the first buck ever.
And first deer.
The first deer ever.
Good dog.
Come along with the Potts and Horton families as they show you their family's love of God's great outdoors on Legacy Trails. This week's show is brought to you by Heavy Metal, because I didn't come this far to miss. Mission Archery, bows and crossbows that outperform their price. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Scout Look Weather Deer Log, the ultimate weather and deer management planning tool for deer hunters. Grace Camo and Lace, it's a way of life. And by booksbypots.com. As the sun rises in the bayou, it does little to warm the Legacy Trails team on this bitter cold morning duck hunt. There's some ice on the water, but that shouldn't deter the ducks from coming in.
You got this little trail going right down here to our duck hole. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's big thorn bushes and everything else. You got to get to it. Sometimes this is the best spot, just where the ducks feel more safe at. We're going to get after them. Everything's freezing over. It's 19 degrees. Call it the last resort because this is where we hunt. Everything freezes over. It's a little bow. It doesn't have much ice on it. It's got less than anything else, and the ducks have been using it pretty good. We're going to get out here and get after them again.
That sun makes all the difference in the world. Getting those ducks in on them decoys. Your decoys in the sun, and that way your ducks can see them. You get in the shade, and they won't see you.
Good job, boys.
River.
A good dog like River to retrieve the fallen ducks from these icy waters is a respected member of the Legacy Trails team.
Yeah, Mom will do. I'm going to go Mom style.
Good dog. Good dog.
I got it.
Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
What are y'all doing? Did you see that last shot I did? here. River.
Kill him.
There's more duck hunting in the cold and icy bayou later on when Legacy Trails continues. We'll be right back.
I didn't come this far to miss. Heavy Shot, the industry leader in shot shell technology, brings you heavy metal. Shoot devastating patterns and stack the odds on your side with every shot, every time. More lethal pellets, more clean kills. Check us out at HeavyShot.com. I didn't come this far to miss.
Welcome back to Legacy Trails. Know Your Game with Tim and Terry Potts, sponsored by Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras.
From time to time, we get questions on our Facebook page about scent lock. Well, one of the most popular questions is, how do you store your scent lock clothes? Well, I personally store mine in a scent lock scent bag with a zipper on it. Inside that bag, there's another plastic bag that your clothes go in. That's how I store mine. I leave them in that bag all the time. I don't hang them out in the backyard, let the fresh air blow on them. What happens if the neighbor's burning leaves or the neighbor's burning garbage? So how I do mine is in the scent lock bag that Scent Lock can provide you with, along with all your scent lock clothes.
Another question that people ask all the time is, what trail cameras do we use? Here's Dad to tell us about the new Spy Point Smart Pro.
Hi folks, Stan Potts here. I want to talk to you about one of my favorite cameras, the new Spy Point Smart Pro. Spy Point Smart Pro's main features 12 megapixels, and these are the reasons that I like it. Preset for fast startup, intelligent triggering technology, lots of features on this new camera. This camera also has HD video with sound, 62 LEDs, multi-shot mode, up to 10 pictures per detection. The Smart Pro is compatible with myspypoint.com camera and photo management system. It also has invisible LEDs. Spy Point Smart Pro is a ready-to-use camera equipped with the Spy Point Intelligent Triggering Technology, ITT. Smart Pro's ITT allows the camera to analyze and capture only the best of the action. The camera has no setup required. It is preset with ideal settings for hunting situations, either for trails or feeders. The Smart Pro settings can also be personalized for advanced users. The Smart Pro captures 12 megapixel color photos or videos. It shoots HD videos of 720p from 10 to 90 seconds. Also, multi-shot mode allows up to 10 photos per detection. Smart Pro uses high power invisible LEDs providing imperceptible illumination at night to avoid spooking game. The Smart Pro has 5 sensor detection zones for faster trigger speed. A distance detection sensor can be adjusted from 5 feet to 65 feet. This camera has incredible battery life, powered by 6 AA alkaline batteries. More when using rechargeable lithium battery pack sold separately. The Spy Point Smart Pro also takes photos at regular preset intervals with the time-lapse mode. The Spy Point Smart Pro has a USB port and 12-volt solar panel jack. The following accessories are included: installation strap, mounting bracket, USB cable, and quick start guide. This has become my favorite camera. Spy Point Intelligent Trail Camera, Smart Pro.
Stay tuned next, folks, for some more awesome waterfowl hunts.
It's a cold morning here in the bayou as we join the Legacy Trails team on their duck hunt in Arkansas.
Kill him.
We finished up our bio hunts. We had 2 great hunts both days. The weather's still cold, and I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Legacy Trails will be right back.
This is my life. The weekend warrior. No more production lines or deadlines. This is why I work 5 days a week. I need speed, power, precision. I expect no less than the best. This is my best. This is my chance. This is my mission.
Simple, efficient, powerful. Mission by Matthews.
You're watching Legacy Trails, and now it's time for Along the Way with Stan Potts.
Welcome to Along the Way, folks. Today I'm here with my grandson Tristan, my son Tim's boy, and we're just having fun. I'm telling stories and he's telling me stuff, and Tristan is 9 years old and he's already shot how many deer?
4.
He's already got himself 4 deer. I'll tell you a little story, Tristan, and I'll tell you, your dad knows this, and it's about a time when I was out in Wyoming. We used to live in Wyoming for about 3 years. We was out there, and I fell through the ice. You didn't know that, did you? You got to always be careful when you're on the ice. And this day, I was trapping when we lived in Wyoming. I used to run a long 150-mile trap line. It was 150 miles long, and I trapped for cats and foxes and coyotes. And I did that every fall and all through the winter. Well, this day I was out, and I had your Uncle Terry with me, and he was only 4 years old. And it was 20-some below zero. And I was looking to make a coyote set, and I pulled off on the side of the road, and down below the road there was a big drainage ditch that went into the river, into the Bighorn River, and there was a lot of coyote sign down there along this ditch. Well, I took my supplies, my dry dirt, my trap, my sifter, and everything to make a set, and I went down this hill, and your Uncle Terry followed me, and you know, we was only 60, 70 yards from the vehicle. He didn't want to stay in the vehicle, so I let him come down, and the snow was real deep. And we got down there, and right where a tile came into this drainage ditch that fed into the river, I started to walk across the ice. And I mean, like I said, it was 20 below zero, and the ice was thick, and I never thought, but right in front of this tile, the ice wasn't thick. And I stepped out on the ice and started to walk across there, and your Uncle Terry was right behind me, and the ice gave away, and down I went right through the ice, and I caught myself on the sides of the hole that I made through the ice. And in that drainage ditch and that tile, there was current underneath the ice, so the water was flowing, and it was trying to pull me through the hole and under the ice and out under the frozen river. And I held on as tight as I could, and I turned and immediately started screaming at your Uncle Terry to get off the ice, get off the ice. That was my first thought. And he started crying, but he climbed up the bank in that deep snow and got up on the bank, and like I said, he was only 4 years old. And I was able, I don't know, I think the Lord helped me, but I pushed myself without breaking the ice and got up out of that hole. And when I got up out of that hole, I grabbed your Uncle Terry up, and I just grabbed him, and I took off up the bank and climbed right up to the truck and carried him up there and got in my truck. And by the time I got my truck started and going, at 20 below zero, I was completely soaking wet. My bib coveralls and all that stuff were already starting to freeze solid, where I couldn't even hardly move. And I turned the heater on full blast, and we headed to town. and made it to town. Everything was fine. I mean, after we went just a mile or two, the truck heated up and I was fine. I was just wet, but I was warm and everything. But if that current underneath that ice had pulled me under there, your Uncle Terry might not even be here today, because I would have drowned. And your Uncle Terry was only 4 years old, and we were clear out in the middle of nowhere along the road and up a steep bank, and I don't know what he would have done, but the Lord was looking out for me that day. And so you always want to be careful, Tristan, around the ice, and your dad is aware of that, and I don't think he would ever put you in that situation. And I made a mistake, but I got away with it. And we're here to tell stories, aren't we?
Kids Gone Hunting with Buck Horton, sponsored by Mission Archery. Bows and crossbows that outperform their price.
Hey y'all, throughout the season you have watched the Legacy Trails kids and our friends on this segment, Kids Gone Hunting. But this week we decided to switch it up a little bit. We put together this next segment to show just how much kids learn from hunting. Not just the important skills, but all of life lessons that hunting teaches.
I can still remember the smell of fresh oil from Granddaddy's duck gun.
Okay, Papa made us a squirrel pen, so let's get your knife out.
Waiting for the morning to come. And then there's the time my dad.
Would you do it again tomorrow?
Yeah.
If it happened the same way?
This is my first deer at the bow, my first buck with a bow, and it was at 35 yards, and that bow shoots perfect.
Let him go, let him go.
Now they're right in the field with us, so hopefully they'll come over here.
3 of them walked past us, and this one was lagging behind, and he came right down the fence row.
Okay, we can really see her. And she walked out with this other dog. She walked out, and I just got her shot.
Heck yeah, Dad. That's a big 7-point, y'all. I could see him across the field, and I told Dad I think he's a 7-point.
Lessons of life and death, everyone should know.
Another good day in the squirrel woods.
Right on your head. These are the memories.
I just got that great sleep.
If you're not taking your kids hunting or something like that, then you're missing the boat.
Get on him and go! He's like 18 inches wide, so he's a really good deer.
Trust in the Lord and most of all, carry on.
I'm just hoping that a big buck comes out.
Carry on.
This is our first deer, too.
The legacy.
Stay here with us here on Legacy Trails.
Since the late 1930s, hunters, target shooters, and the firearms industry have been the nation's largest contributors to conservation, paying for programs that benefit America's wildlife. Sportsmen contribute nearly $8 million daily towards conservation through licenses, excise taxes, and other special taxes such as duck stamps. That equates to over $2.9 billion annually for conservation. Field Notes is sponsored by Scout Look Weather Deer Log, the ultimate weather and deer management planning tool for deer hunters. You're watching Legacy Trails. We'll be right back. Welcome to The Good Life with Mackenzie Horton.
In June of this year, the hunting industry lost one of its greatest icons. Mr. Butch Richenbach was not only my father's mentor, but a legend in the waterfowl industry. He's a pioneer in call making and a true craftsman. He founded Rich and Tone Duck Calls in 1976. His legacy began at the early age of 11 when he won the Junior World's Duck Calling Contest in 1957. He went on to win the Arkansas State Championship and the World Championship in the same night in 1972. He later won the Champion of Champions in 1975. Although Butch did not have any biological children of his own, many families, including mine, claimed him as their own. After becoming the director of the Stuttgart Youth Center, he instituted the Stuttgart Youth Duck Calling Clinic. Between working with the youth, creating his own call company, and coaching, his teaching abilities resulted in over 100 World Championship titles and many state and regional titles. He was inducted into the Arkansas Game & Fish Hall of Fame and the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame, and later he received the Jerry Jones Sportsman Award. Mr. Butch can be labeled as many things: a pioneer, a craftsman, a founder, a champion, a councilman, a mayor, a teacher, a son, a brother, a mentor, and a legend. He will be dearly missed. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Legacy Trails, and God bless.
Closed captioning provided by Hunter Safety System. Saving lives is what we do. This week's show has been brought to you by Heavy Metal, because I didn't come this far to miss. Mission Archery, bows and crossbows that outperform their price. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Scout Look Weather Deer Log, the ultimate weather and deer management planning tool for deer hunters. Grace Camo and Lace, it's a way of life. And by booksbypots.com. Promotional consideration was provided by these fine sponsors.
The overall theme of our book, Hunting Dream Jobs, is a journey toward a goal. It can be frustrating to watch others living the dream, so to speak, while you have no clue how to follow in their footsteps. We understand that. Tip number 12 is to keep an open mind and learn from the diverse experiences of others, and then set your own course. There's no blueprint or secret formula or easy answer. With this book, we set out to answer any of the questions that you may have by asking some people with dream jobs how they got started and what advice that they have for you. Each of their answers are diverse, personal, and we appreciate each one. For more information, visit our website, huntingdreamjobs.com, and follow us on Facebook. Good luck finding your dream job.